What's up, family? It's your girl Lydia Simba. I hope you're all doing well. So after the last video I posted, so many of you have been coming to me asking me, how did you know he was not the one? How were you able to pick on those things? And I thought, why not come here again, do a video and just briefly go through the things that came out so strongly and the things that made me know that he was not the one. The number one red flag, the guy was extremely vulgar. Please, if you've not watched the previous video, go back so that you can be able to flow with this conversation. So the number one point is that I've said the guy was extremely vulgar. That anything that would come out of his mouth, 99% would be vulgar. And like I said on that video, my values don't align with being vulgar. So clearly I knew that this is not the person I can walk the path of life with, because of being vulgar and being not sensitive with the way the words, the choices of words that he would use. The other thing, the person was extremely available. For me, my belief is that a guy should be busy, making moves, maybe to give us a better future. I am not saying that you should be extremely busy out there and forget about me. No. But this particular person, I remember that time I was obsessed with playing Candy Crush. Candy Crush is a game, for those that may not know. That time I was obsessed. Can you believe that we would be in the house competing on the levels of the Candy Crush that we had achieved? And to me, I was wondering, why can't we be out there like other men, chasing after the paper, or even checking out beautiful girls for all that I care? I mean, go out there, get busy. You know, when this person is this idol, it's called that an idol mind is the devil's workshop. So any call that would come, he would be there wanting to know who is calling. Why were you laughing on that phone call? And all those bad things. Point number 3. This person was extremely jealous. A little jealousy in a relationship is allowed. But this guy was just something else. I remember there's like the time we were driving to work and I spotted a car, a nice car on the road, and I was like, oh, I like that car so much, you know, the dream car. One day, one time, I would wish to own such a car. The next thing I remember was a heavy slap. That, oh, you admiring that person? My goodness, we are on the traffic jam. I don't know the owner of that car. Why would you beat me up, telling me that I'm admiring that person? So this guy was extremely jealous. Point number 4 is that he was very hot-tempered. My goodness. This person used to get worked up very fast. And during that time, he would turn to be like a monster. Rage would consume him. And he would come after me even for small things, like maybe the way you can check out your phone. Somebody has shared a meme. You look at it and you laugh. That would be a slap. An automatic slap. Because apparently I'm chatting with other guys. That temper he used even to spill over to his child, because he had a child. And I used to be extremely uncomfortable with that. And for sure I knew that this is not what I wanted in my life. The other point is that this person was extremely possessive. When you start off with somebody and they come out like caring and all that, it's all rosy and all good, until you realize that this person is actually so this person was extremely overprotective. And I came to realize is that not even it's possessive. At first I thought that it was his way of showing that he cared, but I learned that that's a character of a narcissist person. He came into my life and changed everything completely. The people I relate with, the way I go to the salon, the event I would attend, like he would be there. Extremely overprotective. I can comfortably say that he had no vision, because like I said, he was older than me, and there are levels of life where you are and you ought to have achieved certain things. Like for example, without going into much details, I don't expect that you're out there working, making your money, and still as a man living in your mom's house. I'm not saying that he was living in the mother's house. It's just an example for you to appreciate that in some levels of life you ought to have, achieved some milestones. So this person was just reluctant, not in a hurry to tick some boxes in life. So he was quite reluctant, and that was a problem. I think we are like now on point number 5. This person could stalk me. He would know who has called, who has texted. He would go ahead, call that person, insult them, and warn them not to get in touch with me again. So during the period I wasted with this person, I lost a lot of contacts. People stopped talking to me. Some even stopped picking up my calls. Remember, naively, I didn't know that somebody was operating my phone. So you actually go block numbers, delete contacts. And I became a loner that period of time. Remember, anywhere I would go, this person would show up. The worst example, when I was going for my friend's kid first birthday. For sure, a 1-year-old baby. What is a grown-up man doing in such a party? Remember, it was just women and girls and gossip, but you wanted to stay in the middle of that. And even when he insisted that we went for that party and he realized it was only ladies, in fact even the father of that child was not there. He wasn't in that party. When this person realized that it's only us the ladies, he still insisted on staying, because apparently my friends would be hooking me up with men. I don't know which deficiency I had, that he had pinpointed that anybody who was relating with me was was trying to hook me up with men. Let's even not talk about coming for official functions and hiding the back bench, you know, those backward off behaviors. The other thing, this person did not have any boundaries at all. You know, when you're dating someone, that person is not your sister, is not your relative. So the way you even handle her people, or they're transporting a coffee. I was saying that when you're dating somebody, they're not. Hey, I was even not dating. When you're in a situationship like that one, this person is not your sister or your brother. It's not your relative. So the way you handle their family is with a lot of respect and courtesy. Be courteous, like choose the words. This guy did not have that. He would alter some words to my sister, and I would just close my eyes and ask myself, good Lord, what did I get myself into? Remember I told you the guy was vulgar? So like he didn't have any boundaries. Anything would come out of his mouth without a care. You know me, I would say I'm a reserved person. Although I'm just trying to come out here and start conversations because I'm working on my confidence. So me as a reserved person, seated next to this person who doesn't even think twice of the next word that is going to come out of your mouth, addressing my own sister. I mean, I used to get so embarrassed. And then you have to downplay the whole thing, because if you don't play along, once your family is gone, you'll be left with this person beating you up. This person did not have a social life as well. That was a big red flag. How can you not have friends? And when you come in my life, you jeopardize even my social life. What are you hiding? So me, I knew there was a problem at that point when I realized that the guy didn't have friends at all. This person didn't have a plan of life. You go out, make money, we come, squander the money, and go back to the drawing board. Yes, it's good to enjoy life sometimes, but I was getting bothered. Like we could go dining in the fine places almost every weekend, but then at the back of your mind, you know, there are some important issues that needed to be fixed. But to this person, that was not a priority. We have money today, let's go squander the money and try again tomorrow. So like really, he didn't have a plan of issues like planning on finances, you know. And for you to like build a successful family or even a relationship, there has to be some level of accountability, some level of planning in finances. So this was a major setback. What was my contribution in all this? Because it's also important to also take accountability of your contribution in every situation. My contribution is that I led him on. Emotionally, I was not into this thing. I was here because I wanted to tick the box of marriage so that the people back in my local church could stop asking me when I'm getting married. So I led him on, and that was my contribution in this all messed up situation. I didn't even have a voice. I didn't even know that I had a right to speak. So that was my contribution. Oh, did I tell you that there's a time I had not worn the engagement rings? There were 2. The beating I received on this hand, the beating I received, my hand swole, and it stayed like that for like 2 weeks because it was hitting this part of my hand. Oh, why are you not wearing the rings? Are you ashamed? Are you availing yourself out there for people to see that you're available? Remember that they had given me 2. So I used to wear the rings here, 2 of them, and of course I'd already made up my mind that this is not what I want. To hell with the pressure I was getting from the church. And also I needed to clarify that I stay in the capital city of Kenya, and this church that was pressurizing me is my local church in my rural area. And when I said that I used to go for every altar call, it's in the church that I used to attend in Nairobi at that particular time. So kindly, if you've not watched the previous video, go back and watch. I'll put the link here below for you to appreciate this conversation. So I got such a beating on this hand. It swelled for like 2 weeks because I had not put on my twin rings, which were the source of my cries every freaking single day. What else made me know that he was not the one? Of course, we are not compatible. There was no attraction. I was just doing that to tick a box so that I could please the society, which was a very, very big mistake on my side. That having been said and done, it was a lesson. Please note, I am not a bitter person. That's a story for many, many years ago. I have met incredible people in my life, and it's just the paths you pass in life, you know. Yeah, so that was a very dark part of my life that I wouldn't wish anybody would be passing through even right now, because sometimes we do things to please other people. At times we do things because we are afraid of what people will say or think about us. And sometimes even fail to do the right thing because we are like, what will people say? Hey, imagine nobody cares. Nobody cares when you sleep angry in your house. Nobody cares when your kid is not going to school because of lack of school fees. Nobody cares even when you repeatedly insist on staying in that abusive marriage because you're wondering what will the society say when my marriage doesn't work. Nobody cares. We are actually out here to watch and gossip about everything. That is who the world is. So sometimes when things are not working for you, choose your sanity. If that marriage proposal is not coming your way, don't get yourself into a situationship so that people can stop pressurizing you about marriage. It doesn't matter. You will waste your time. You lose yourself in that thing. You will lose your confidence. You will lose your mind. And sometimes you will lose who you are. Because like I said, I had a lot of work to do on myself to regain my confidence. To even be able to go out there and interact with other people. Because the fear that this person had instilled in me was too much. I was always watching my back. So, in a nutshell, that is how I knew it wasn't the right thing for me. And even finally, because I was doing this to impress other people. I was doing this so that people can stop nagging me and stop asking me questions. What are your thoughts on today's conversation? Please share your thoughts. Watch the previous video if you had not watched, so that you can appreciate where we are coming from. So let me continue with my journey. I actually stopped after I noticed that the sun is going down, and I decided to make a stop, finish the conversation. So it's your girl Lydia Simba. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and kindly if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and let's continue interacting. Until the next time, stay safe and God bless you.